Pokemon sealed product investing is a niche form of collectible investing, which is a fairly simple supply and demand market based around the art, collectability, and rarity of Pokemon in a set. But does this mean that Pokemon investing is easy? No. In fact, it's very difficult to invest in Pokemon products. The main reason Pokemon investing is so difficult is the emotion that is tied to the products that you're buying and selling. In the stock market, there's little to no emotion between buying NVIDIA or selling Apple stock. On top of this, there's a lot of logistics when it comes to actually selling the Pokemon products that you bought. So much can go wrong in Pokemon investing purely in the transaction itself. Shipping products comes with the risk of scamming, damage, or the package getting lost. Meeting up with a stranger in person to buy and sell expensive Pokemon product has an inherent risk in itself, and fake products are extremely rampant and can regularly be seen on every single platform, which further muddies the water. Another difficult part of Pokemon investing is keeping your products safe. Humidity and temperature fluctuations can ruin boxes or your cards if they're exposed to it. Finally, the last and arguably most difficult part of Pokemon investing is not opening boxes. We all know it's a gamble to open Pokemon boxes, but the dopamine and adrenaline rush of a good pull is just an amazing feeling. The issue with this is it causes the sealed boxes on the shelf to call to you and beckon you to open them up. You may be strong enough to resist, but many people aren't. Okay, so if Pokemon investing is so difficult, then why do we do it? Those sweet, sweet gains, baby. Pokemon investing can be incredibly lucrative if you're good at it. But how do you know if you're just average or are actually a pro yourself? Well, I've compiled a list of traits and habits that I've seen great investors and average investors do, and I've compiled them into a list to present to you so you can see where you're at. The first thing you must have to be a pro Pokemon investor is a true love for collecting or the Pokemon hobby itself. The average person is in and out of the Pokemon collecting and investing hobby within a year. A typical long-term investment isn't something you can buy and sell within a year. That would generally fall under the category of flipping or reselling. To be a pro Pokemon investor, you should be personally invested in the hobby. You should get joy out of the boxes that you're buying and selling. This joy and personal investment will carry your investments and let you hold them for 5, 10, 20 years into the future. The second thing you must have as a Pokemon investor is knowledge on the hobby, or a way to get this knowledge. Knowing more than other people is a surefire way to do better in investments. So, people that have been in the hobby for 5, 10, 20 years have an inherent advantage over people that have entered in the last 4 or 5 years. I haven't been super invested in this hobby for as long as someone like Rudy from Alpha Investments or Pokeoz, so how can I compete with them? My solution is doing my research. I've been creating formulas, looking at market trends, and studying every single product that I intend on buying to improve my chances of making the highest margins and the most profit as possible. If you find yourself buying products purely because an influencer said so, I would suggest that you think critically, analyze the product, and do your own research before pulling the trigger. Third, Pokemon investors must have patience. Being patient means avoiding the fear of missing out and avoiding the products that you see people pumping in the short term. Something that all pro Pokemon investors understand is that if you miss the boat on something, you don't have to buy it. Pokemon releases 5 to 6 new sets per year. That means even if you miss something, there will always be a new set to replace the opportunity that you missed. The final point about patience that I will make is not looking at your Pokemon investments and their value every single day, week, or even month. Allowing them to sit and marinate and block them out of your mind is one of the best things that you can do as a Pokemon investor. It keeps you sane and it will make you way less stressed about the hobby. The final and arguably most important thing that all Pokemon investors should have is restraint. Rudy from Alpha Investments managed to leave millions of dollars of Pokemon product sitting in his bathroom untouched for years. Now, this may not be an act of restraint and more so an act of defiance and refusal to lose money. However, it is still impressive in and of itself. Pokemon is a billion-dollar business, and they know exactly how to make an enticing product. Their job is to get you to buy and open the products that they sell. Keeping a level head and not opening the products that you intend to invest in is the most important thing you can do as a Pokemon investor, because as soon as you open that product, the value of it is reduced to the cards that are inside. Your average Pokemon investor will be missing one or more of these incredibly valuable traits. Love for the Pokemon hobby, knowledge of the Pokemon hobby, patience, and most importantly, restraint. However, if you listened to this and found that you filled all of these requirements, then you are a pro Pokemon investor. That's all I have for you guys today. Let me know if you'd classify yourself as a pro or average investor. I wouldn't classify myself as a pro, but I'm working to get there. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe out there.